What's guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting a brand new show. This is To Your Eternity. So, not many new shows left to go actually this season. I think this is the second to last one. Technically not the second to last one. There is another one after that, but I think I'm only going to do one of the new Thursday shows. I don't think I'm going to use Cestus or whatever the hell that one was called. I think I'm just going to drop that one outright just to not clog my schedule. But yeah, To Your Eternity. I've been looking forward to this one and getting into this one because just the brief amount of knowledge I have about it has me very excited, and there's actually a little bit I've learned since I did my preview that has made me really excited. So if you're new to the channel, hi, welcome. I'm a British guy who reacts to seasonal anime. This is my 6th season of doing so here with Spring 2021. And when we load up a new show like this, I like to look at the analyst page, take a look at the synopsis, the tags, the voice cast, and things like that to get a basic feel for the show. Typically, this does... Some spoilers are a bit more spoilerish than others, but really, it's not so much about being spoiled by the synopsis, it's about how well can the show pull off the synopsis, really. That's how I've been gauging it more recently. But this one's going to be slightly different when we get into it. But if you don't want to see any of this stuff and just go straight to the beginning of the episode, you can do so in the timestamps in the description, or along the actual timeline bar if you're on PC. You can see it split into different segments. So, endless page. Very, very short synopsis, which I really, really like. A lonely boy wandering the Arctic regions of North America meets a wolf, and the two become fast friends, depending on each other to survive the harsh environment. Very harsh environment of Arctic. But the boy has a history, and the wolf is more than meets the eye as well. So simple, so succinct, doesn't give much away, except we know we're following a boy and a wolf that get along. That's all we need to know. That's all you need to know entering into a first episode. Like, we're following a boy and his wolf where there's a bit more going on than just that, which you'd expect from a 20-episode story, by the way. 20 episode. So it's not a full 24, which I find interesting. Either they're already planning for gaps in between, maybe they'll take an extended break in between seasons, I don't know. Or they just thought 20 episodes is better pacing than trying to stretch it to 24, or condensing it to like 13. Either way, I think it's a bold choice. I really approve of it, because it means a weird episode number like that usually means they've thought about the pacing of the entire show already, which is promising. Voice cast, I do not recognize these ones so much. I do obviously recognize Kenjiro Suda, the man I have a crush on, unfortunately. So it'll be interesting to see where his character pops up. I don't recognize any of these other names. Maybe some voices will start hitting, but I don't think they will. This is the bit of information I learned since doing this. Yoshitoki Oima, original creator of this To Your Eternity, original creator of A Silent Voice, which you can see over my shoulder right there. I've got the poster up. One of only a few movies/shows that has ever made me cry. And that has just put a lot of expectation on this show, because if it's the same creator, we could be in for it. I've been waiting. Ever since I started this channel back in the beginning of 2020, I said, I'm waiting for the show that makes me bawl my eyes out. This could be it. I've said it on a couple of shows where I was like, this could be it. But this genuinely could be it. I mean, creator of one of the only shows that has ever made me cry, a very interesting premise, with very little information, adventure, drama, fantasy, psychological, supernatural, good amount of tags. I've been told, by the way, not to go beyond this to see what the actual analyst tags are, because apparently there's quite a lot there, and might be spoilerish, so I'm not going to look any further than this. But this is by Brainspace, who typically I would not expect this type of show from. They did do Inspector, which was pretty decent to look at, but really their other works don't scream emotional masterpiece, do they? Let's be honest. None of these really look like emotional masterpieces and beautiful shows. They did work on Snafu. Fair to them. I guess Natsume's Book of Friends is probably where maybe that comes from. Maybe Durara as well. They did do Spice and Wolf. Fair play. An older show, but... you know. I wouldn't necessarily have thought this studio to be at the forefront for a story like this, necessarily. I guess we'll see what the art style looks like. This is all we've got to work off. I haven't watched PVs or anything. Like, these trailers and stuff... Haven't watched any trailers. I never watch anime trailers because, well, A, most of the time it takes a while to get actually subtitles so I actually understand anything that's said in them. And B, I just don't watch trailers in general because I kind of want to just experience the show, you know? 25-minute runtime, so technically a slightly longer runtime, but I don't know if that's just them rounding up or how long it actually is. But yeah, I'm very, very, very excited for this one, as you can probably imagine. And I hope this is a really good journey. I do wonder about shows like this if it could end up being a poor reaction, because I'm just sat here and experiencing it and taking it all in, and just it's more just reacting in my face than it is through my speech. But honestly, show like this, I wouldn't care so much because I feel like this is very much a character journey. That's what it feels like, but maybe we'll see. But I'm very, very excited. Exactly 25-minute runtime, in fact, on Crunchyroll. Good to know. So yeah, let's start getting into it. As per usual, here on the channel, we do timer-based format reactions. If you want to see the full picture-in-picture, therefore the anime itself, and me on the screen at the same time, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture-in-picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from the seasonal lineup that you see on my channel, as well as Patreon request shows such as World Trigger, Local Horizon, and Symphogear. We're on Symphogear G, almost at the end of Local Horizon into Local Horizon 2. So look forward to those. They've got their scheduled dates you can find on the Discord. But here on YouTube we have to do timer-based format, which means bottom left of the screen, you'll see the timer for the episode. I'll count down 3, 2, 1, play. Then play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we should be in sync that way. None of the original video or audio will be shown on this one, obviously, because of copyright reasons. I know certain channels can get away with it. I have not had such luck getting away with it, despite my best efforts, so that's why I do it the way I do it right now. Therefore, they can't do anything to me, because I haven't shown anything. Yeah, you can also look at this part of my headset. It's very reflective and should give away scene transitions when they happen, especially between light and dark scenes. So you should know we're roughly in sync, and besides, if you're counting down with me on the countdown, you should be very close to in sync already as well. So, with all that said, let's get into the very first episode of To Your Eternity, titled The Last One, in 3, 2, 1, play. Kendra already narrating? Okay. So Kendra's character is... Huh. Injured wolf? Rishi wolf, okay. On the rock. Or the orb, I should say. Is this the wolf we're going to meet with our boy? That'll be interesting. Alright, this will be its first life, I suppose. Oh, but there was also... Yeah. Wow. Okay. The wolf is not all it seems. To your eternity. Okay. I'm already in. Destroy buildings. One not destroyed. Hmm. 2 months, Jesus. Not the same wolf. Mm-hmm. uh, doesn't know how to eat. Oh, interesting. Interesting that attached himself to him. Hmm. The last one. Is that referring to the boy? Is he the last one of whoever lived here? Something tells me they're not coming back. Hmm. 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 I've got a feeling that didn't go so well though. Hmm. That's what these bits are. Okay. Yes. Good boy. Okay. I Amen saying I love it. I'm expecting more, but I still love it. Hmm. Hmm. Wants to journey and go out. Hmm. 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 See about that. Interesting. Yeah, it's done. Oh shit. Ooh, gotta dry off quick. Yeah. Oof. That's a problem. Probably curious that couldn't just heal immediately. Oh boy, that's some bad weather. Not the worst, but it's completely unfazed by everything. But yeah, it's gonna start taking its toll eventually. Swelling. I don't think he put something under there. I think that's just swelling, right? Hmm. Oh boy. They're building up so much, you know it's not going to be a happy ending for them. Hmm. Is there red on there? Is it like crossed out or something? It's crossed out. Hmm. Hmm. Oh boy. Way too optimistic. Yeah. Trying to fool yourself this entire time. At least in this convention, they don't name them, so we don't know for certain it's anyone we know in particular. I honestly can't tell if he's just like put something under there to help heal it or if it is genuinely swollen. I think it is swollen. But not doing well at all. We did manage to get back though. Just about. But the fucking despair. Not doing well. Ugh. Can you stand? I think it's a good idea for you to stand at all anyway. Is it? I don't think it's healing. Well, the chances are it's infected already. I mean, it must be, right? Spicy has enough strength to stand like that, honestly. Yep. Yep. It wasn't looking good for a while. Oh, of course. A boy and the wolf, but they are the same now. What is your name? Did we ever actually hear his name? Now I think about it. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Wow. That's one way to start your episode. Holy shit. That was a good first episode. I was actually worried. Like, when I first heard this story in the synopsis about a boy and his wolf, I thought for certain the wolf would die. Like, before I knew, like, this whole orb business, I thought for certain the wolf will die on the boy. 100%. But I didn't expect the other way around, but... As soon as he was injured, I was like, you know, I don't know how well you can pull through something like that. Especially dipping into freezing cold water like that, that's... And, like, very little efforts to try and warm up. Not that you could make much efforts. I knew from then on it was, like, kind of not looking good. And then, yeah, he turned into the boy. We've got quite a story here, though, that's for sure. He made it to the south. March, okay. Oh. Rambunctious girl. Oh. God damn it. Okay. What I will say, immediately off the bat, I'm going to ask you guys this as well. Do you think maybe I should start skipping that little bit? Because that was way too much information of what the next episode entailed for me, personally. I think that was too much. Like, being told, oh, here's this girl that is going to be sacrificed and we'll never get to see her dream. I think that's too much. I think that's too much of a spoiler. It's very much like World Trigger and Log Horizon with their previews. I think that's too much. So I'm going to ask you guys now in the comments for this series. Do you think I should skip those little next week on little previews? Because I think I should. Personally, I think I should. I think that was just too much information. I will miss out on probably this like last little image and stuff, but I don't think I should see those next episode previews. I think they're too much. Like, I don't normally say that with shows. It's really only World Trigger and Local Horizon of the request shows that really have had me question, wait, isn't that a bit too much information to get from one go? Yeah, I think it was too much information to give about the next episode just like that. Yes, I'll probably forget it by next week because my memory is terrible, as you guys know, especially when I'm watching 30-odd shows. They all kind of blend together in a weird way. I still think that was too much. But yeah, that was a very, very good episode. I really, really thought, when I first heard the story of this, I really thought the wolf would die on the boy. I really did. I thought we'd spend pretty much the entire... I thought the show would be a boy and his wolf journeying through the land, but the wolf would eventually die on him after all these memories they've made together. That's where I thought the show was going. I didn't expect the boy to die so soon, but this is how he gets his human form. I mean, it makes sense now why the wolf is just not in the cover art, right? The wolf's not in the cover art at all. So that's honestly a very, very impactful first episode. Soundtrack's on point as well. I just want to point out the soundtrack as well because I didn't really mention it, I think, through the episode, but the soundtrack for most of those scenes was on point. Absolutely on point. Really helped build the feeling. Yeah. Had we spent more time with the boy, I think I might have grown more attached and that death would have been more impactful. But because it happened so early on, I don't think it hit me as much as it necessarily would, necessarily. You know? But it was still really, really, really well done. Yeah, I'm very excited to see where this goes now. Because my entire preconception of what this show might be has been thrown off by the fact that the wolf is the one that is the orb that has been sent down by Kenjiro Tsuda's character, as yet unnamed. I'm very, very, very curious what we do from now on. But yeah, it was a fantastic episode. And if it continues on that, and if it can continue to get me attached to characters, absolutely I will cry at this, I think. If I can just get attached to certain characters in this, it will get me. 100%. I wonder if it'll be able to do it next week. Probably not. I want to see how the pacing of this show is. Like, if it's going to be very episodic in our journey. Because it feels like it could be an episodic journey type. I don't think this is an episodic show. I think it's just going to have a lot of cast to it. And so we're going to be journeying and meeting different people. But we don't have a permanent companion necessarily. We're just alone in our journey. Unless we pick up a companion along the way of this journey. Who knows? But still, very, very good episode. Very excited for the next one. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one as well. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. If your expectations have been met, if you're a reader of the source material and have been waiting for this to happen, because this came out when, like 2016? Yes, 2016. So it's been a couple of years for you to be waiting to finally get to see this. So let me know if it hit your expectations as a source material reader, and if you're an anime only like myself, please let me know what you thought of the episode as well. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2021 lineup you can find here on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.